if you're using an AI tool that is provided by your company, and if you're in any way using something that might be shareable or accessible by other team members, don't do stuff like this. This video is going to show you how to take a transcript from a meeting and work with AI to develop that into a really good email summary that you can distribute to that team that includes next steps, just quick summaries of everything that was discussed, and give everybody the short and sweet of what you just talked about for 60 minutes. So now you can go on to the next thing and get your work done. I will admit to you right now that I did ask Claude, and Claude is what I'm going to be working with today. I use Claude Pro, Claude AI. I worked with Claude and I said, Claude, I'm going to have you come up with, just fabricate a meeting transcript for me. And you'll see as I open it that it had some fun with it. Okay, I'm going to be using Claude for this exercise. And we already did a video about what LLM models or modes to use. And I went over that in a prior video. Please do check that out. Because I want some extended thinking in here, I have that toggled on, and I'm going to be using Opus 4.6. I could be using, actually, I'm going to use Sonnet 4.5, best for everyday tasks, fastest for quick answers. Okay, so I am telling Claude, and again, Sonnet 4.5, telling it what I need, and it's generating its response here. I've never been on a submarine, though I've watched submarine movies. In submarine movies, they'll call out a command and the command is repeated back. It's confirming what you're asking for. A lot of times your AI, whether you use Claude or you're using Gemini or ChatGPT or Perplexity or Copilot, it'll come back and say, great, I think I understand the ask. Is this correct? And let me know if there's anything else. Otherwise, let's get started. That's essentially what it's telling me here. Drop the transcript when you're ready. So I am going to go ahead and upload the transcript that I downloaded. And again, you can get a transcript if you've recorded the meeting. If you have not recorded the meeting, but maybe you have used the AI companion, you might be only subject then to what AI companion gives you and then your own memory and notes. So, all right, here's the transcript. And I'm not even going to type in, here's the transcript. I'm just going to go. So it's got a text file. And now it's thinking about and reading through that entire text file of the transcript, and it's going to then process what I've got. Disclaimer, I had Claude help me develop the transcript because I'm in some meetings that I'm not going to be sharing with you because I do sign things like NDAs. So you'll notice here in a moment that everything is quite fake in here. So we've got a Q2 Horizon launch campaign planning sync, the bottom line. It's telling timeline and key milestones, budget reality check, influencer, paid social. So if you are a Gen Xer, you'll understand a lot of these. There's Dana Scully from the X-Files, Jim Halpert, I believe is he from The Office? I think so. Leslie Knope from Park and Rec, Peter Venkman from Ghostbusters, Ellen Ripley from Alien, and Marty McFly from Back to the Future. But notice that it took the entire text file. And real quick, by clicking on this, I can actually show you what the source file is. So with this, you can see it's Zoom AI Companion Meeting Summary. It's giving you some, the basics. How long was it? What date? The host participants. It's got some overview and key topics discussed. This very much can be from what like an AI companion can give you. But then we've got, action items and things like that. But then we've got the whole transcript. I tend to like to work with the transcript, again, more than an AI companion because, again, it's working off of whatever it audibly could process from the audio tracks of the recording, but it's able to say like, okay, who are we talking about here? But it also means it may not be perfect. Remember, AI companions don't necessarily go validate how someone's name is spelled by who attended the meeting. It's really just taking it from the audio. But this gives you an idea what the transcript was and even the time codes that were happening throughout the discussion. Okay, so I'm going to close that for right now. So here we have the synopsis. There were timelines and key milestones. There's a budget reality check, even kind of talking about what was discussed. Dana's exploring options for additional funding. Worst case, scale back the video, though Ellen has, with capitalized letters, strong feelings about this. Action items by owner, and it's giving some nice little like things, TBDs and what have you. Okay. So that's how Claude interpreted this. It said what decisions were made, were there blockers and dependencies, what things are still need to be clarified or put in the parking lot. and the next meeting. And then a pro tip for Marty, when you send that recap email, you might want to flag the budget gap in red. So it's even giving me some guidance saying, hey, you might want to, as you're preparing this for everybody and to send it around, think about this. Now, did this give me exactly what I'm going to send around to the team? Probably not, because there's some TBDs here. You also can refine this. I can actually say this is great, but I actually would like it to be more succinct. I'd like the next steps or action items to be at the top, first thing people see. And I'd like to make sure we're including enough for deference and respect to Dana Scully, since she's the team lead. She tends to care about things like that because she's likely to forward this to her VP. All right. I completely made that up, but I wanted to show you so you can massage this a bit. This is where prompts come in. So you can give it whatever context you want. I want to add a caveat here. If you're using an AI tool that is provided by your company, and if you're in any way using something that might be shareable or accessible by other team members, don't do stuff like this. It's better to maybe take it off and do your own account with an AI tool. And I say that because a lot of companies wanting to make sure they're embracing AI are probably setting up team accounts. Like I've been on a client account where there was one login that multiple people could use to get in to use ChatGPT. Well, that meant we could all see each other's chats. So you certainly wouldn't want to go in there and say, help me work on my resume. No, and don't do that anyway. You got to keep work stuff and personal stuff separate when you're talking about what systems you're using. But keep that in mind. Use your prompts to get what you need out of these AI, but maybe you need to not censor yourself a whole lot. You might then want to look at, let me use something on the side that is not connected to my work and that cannot be accessible by anyone at work so that I can be honest about what I need to output. So that might be some good guidance for you. But notice that it's got, okay, action items, Dana Scully, team lead. Dana's got, again, for the ego that I mentioned, again, made up, but she's got her stuff up front. It's a little bit more prioritized than everybody else's. Campaign overview, budget status, and so all the things, decisions and dependencies approved by Dana. So again, we're giving her some deference in here, and it puts Dana's leadership front and center. So that is an example. And again, you can take a text file, a docx, a doc file, any kind of file. You could even take a PDF. Or you can, if you've got the transcript and copy and paste it directly into your chat, it can work with that. But you can upload those files into here and then it can give you the output you need and you can massage that a bit. But it can save you so much time because previously, without the help of AI, you would be up to, I better take notes this entire meeting since I know I'm going to have to turn this around into a summary later. But I might have missed something because I had to actually interact as a team member as well. I'm not just a receptionist or a note taker. I actually participate in this team too. I missed something. Working with AI is way more like working with someone who was in the meeting, who was taking the notes, who has the transcript, and who can also say, and by the way, don't miss this. But final note, do make sure, don't just copy and paste this without reviewing it. Make sure it says and captured every single thing. And you can actually give that feedback to the AI and say, all right, I appreciate this, but I made an adjustment. You missed this part. Let's make sure we don't miss that going forward. And it'll actually take that feedback. All right, so that was how to use AI for what is one of the more tedious tasks that many of us run into, especially if we work on lean teams, but that helps keep everybody moving along and being productive. And AI can actually help you get that done. So use this, try this out. The next time you're on a meeting, on a future video, I'm going to show you how you can do, yes, certainly we can get this Word deliverable out, but we can also create a deck out of this if that's what you like and what would make Dana look best to her superiors. Coming soon on the next video. Thanks for watching and let me know what you think. You're still here? It's over. But you should hit like on this video before you head out and subscribe if you want to get more videos that'll help you realize how much more there is to marketing. See what I did there?